Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I've used this die set today. You get 7 different scoops and the cone in this ice cream cone die set. So it's a good die for using up all your odd scraps of colours in your stash to make a card. It's so cute. This is from Inlovearts shop. And I've got a discount code, which is Susan, for an extra 25% off your order. So I've cut all my bits and bobs out already. And I'm going to put some extra colour down on the edge where there's these little perforation lines. So doing that cone with antique linen first. Not all over, but just around the edge towards the centre. Then getting an Inktense pencil, and that's in tan, and I'm just going to go around the lines just to highlight the cone pattern. I'm not going to put water on it, I'm just using that as an actual pencil. Then blending through just to soften it. Bringing in the oxide in the vintage photo just to give some depth of colour as well. And that's done. So going on to the ice creams themselves. So I'm putting the antique linen on this one. So I'm going to make that my vanilla. With the strawberry, I'm using Merry Merlot. It's just to deepen those edges. Then pumpkin pie on the orange one. On the bubble gum, I'm going to put balmy blue. On the pistachio, I'm putting Paper Zaz. These inks are wet to start with, so when they dry, they do come out a little bit more subtle. Then on the lemon, I'm putting mustard. Now, with that ink I've got, I don't want to waste it. So I've sprayed some water on, and I'm just going to smoosh it. And look at that pattern. That'll come in handy for another card. So I've cleaned my mat now. And with the brown one, it's obviously chocolate. So with my scrap of card and my hole punch, I'm just getting 5 of those dots, placing them on for white chocolate bits on top of that top scoop that's going to be. So that's done. So I'm going to go in order and glue them together. Get in my glue. and placing that just on top. So just popping a little bit of glue down. And I want them to be a bit higgledy-piggledy. And that soon comes together. It is a really good die for using your scraps up. And it's a quick card, good for batch making. And that one's going to go on top. So it just needs the cone in its place. If you have any grandchildren or children that's in schools, this would be a good card, because we know that there's so many parties, so many birthdays. Because it's quick and easy, you don't need a lot of supplies, using up your scraps. So I've placed some Island Indigo on my mat. I've done this sentiment on the computer, and I've got some arch dies, and I've used the 2 nested dies to make that shape to cut out, and just cut the tails by hand, picking up a marker, an alcohol marker, which is like the Island Indigo colour. I'm just going to go round that edge of that die cut, just to tie in with my design. Just to give it a little something. And I want that to go over my cone. And it says, "Have a super cool 9th birthday, Ethan," which is another one of my grandsons. So getting the bubble wrap, just doing some in 3 places. You can always add more if you think you need it. I don't want to put too much down to start with. Just as a nice background. So getting some foam squares, just popping it on that sentiment. Taking the backings off. So placing it down, and I'm being mindful that I'm getting the edges equal from the edge on both sides. Just adding a little bit more of that bubble wrap, stamping. Then I'm going to glue the cone down. And you don't always have to put all these scoops on your cone. You can arrange it differently. And giving that a light press. Then trimming off my bottom part. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got some cardstock, which is very similar to the Island Indigo colour. Popping some double-sided tape on the back of my mat layer. Doing that corner trick. And getting it centred. So I've got my base card, and my base card measures 5 by 8.5. Popping that down on the base. Now I have got a link that I will pop into the description box of all the Inlovearts dies that I've got and I've used. There's just one more I've got to do, and it'll take you straight to the website if you want to have a look. Don't forget to put that code in for your 25% off discount. So my card's done. I hope you've liked it. I really do hope you have a go. Like and subscribe. Press the notification bell, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.